Thank you for joining me at Inspiring Life's Journey. So, today we're talking about identity. What defines you? I'm writing this for baby boomers. Honestly, if you're part of one of the alphabet generations, you probably won't want to watch this. I'm sorry if I offend you. There's parts of this that will offend and or sadden boomers as well. The truth often hurts. And I will confess that this whole thing is born out of a pain that's not only mine, but also experiences I've seen my friends go through. So when we were younger, remember the talk about the generation gap. Parents just don't understand us. Well, now we're parents, and guess what? We still don't. But neither do our kids understand us. My MO is to try to explain what I meant. Obviously, they didn't hear me correctly. Don't they know me better than that? That only frustrates them because it sounds like I'm making excuses. They don't want to hear it. They didn't get it the first time, they won't get it the second time. My other MO is to run. The physical pain can be satisfying. Not only do you release endorphins, but you also feel like you accomplished something. Emotional pain just kind of turns us into this blob. But my running also frustrates them. I often run at night. And let's face it, there's times that no matter what you do, it's not going to be right for them. I have several confessions to make and will own my own part of what's happening in my life right now. I will admit it's hard to share. I'm often told there's something wrong with me for feeling that way. While we were raising children, we were also taking care of aging parents. We were, as the Bible says, blessed by honoring them. We didn't pass that on to the alphabet generations. Now, I'm going to speak from the perspective of many, not all, boomer friends. The kids are raised, they're doing their own thing. Taking care of parents is not on their radar or their wish list. Not criticizing, it is what it is. As adults, we need to recognize that and make other choices. We make our choices, and our choices make us. The children have a very different focus, and therefore choices are different than what we had. Another part of this generational storm for me personally is that I love people. I love celebrations. Mother's Day and Father's Day, there are awkward times of the year. Our anniversary, awkward time of the year. My birthday's in the summer. And most of the time people are really busy and unavailable. And fact, most of my birthdays. Even my husband was away at training. He had training that first week. Even the office was away at a convention. Poor me. I'm normally fine being alone, but around birthdays I get nostalgic and the enemy recalls to my mind the negative words that were said to me and by me and about me and by me, honestly. I recall every stupid thing I've ever done, and I have a lot of stupid things on my account. At those times, I have a whole lot of it's a wonderful life moments where I say, what good has my life done for others? Have I been a help, an encouragement, or a hindrance? This year, I tried to combat that by remembering the positive things instead of the mom things that were said. There's not a lot. Moms are kind of invisible, and the good things we do, I don't know, maybe I didn't do as many as I thought I did. It's either that or they just weren't spoken of. But that negativity becomes my identity until I can shake it off, until I can lay it down at Jesus' feet and say, who do you say I am? So pretty much my standard birthday party begins with a couple-day pity party until I can shake that off. Now, to hear who Jesus says you are starts with figuring out who you are not. This begins with putting aside what others say you are. They don't know your heart like Jesus does. So this year I chose a modified electronic fast because I blog often about the lessons God's speaking into my life, and I'm taking some online courses. I needed to put aside negativity. This month I'm taking a class on Johannine literature, so I'm listening to the book of John. As I was on my treadmill running and listening to John, I heard Jesus explain to the religious leaders who he is. They argued with him and pretty much called him a liar. He was saying, "How can you not see me?" Think about it. Everybody gets to be the Son of God, a Son of God, except the Son of God. And God gave pages and pages of prophecy regarding Jesus coming. I felt I didn't have it so rough as I listened to that. And then came a verse that I have clung to so many times at difficult crossroads in my life. John 12:27. Now my soul is troubled, and what shall I say? Father, save me from this hour. But for this purpose I come to this hour. Father, glorify your name. When my soul is troubled, God has allowed this for a purpose. Do I want to be saved from his purpose or to his purpose? Am I just feeling sorry for myself when adversity hits? Or do I lean into the pain, the bend in the road that takes me a new direction? Lean in, hit the gas. This journey is about to come off the rails. Join me for the next part of the saga.